Okay, well, we will get started. We're going to get started on our backs in butterfly pose tonight. As long as that feels good. If that's too strong to start your practice, feel free to go wherever you want. But I think everybody's pretty open through their hips. We'll just begin there. We'll close down our eyes and just take these first few moments of your practice for you to find your intention, to find your grounding, your rooting, to find your breath. And as we begin to breathe, let's bring at least one palm to the belly, maybe one to the chest, and just feel the breath rise and fall. And make note, is that breath rising and falling through the chest, or is the breath making it all the way down to the belly and finding that nice deep belly breath? So we always try to have that breath go all the way to the base of the belly. So begin to feel that belly rise and fall with each breath in and each breath out. Maybe try to lengthen each breath and each exhale. That exhale can be just a little bit longer than the inhale to rid the base of the belly of that stagnant energy way down deep. So we'll take a few rounds of breath in and out. And maybe you find that ujjayi breath, if that's the breath you would like for your practice this evening. With each exhale, the lower back melts a little deeper into the mat. Maybe those hips fall a little deeper open. And we'll slowly begin to rock the head from side to side. So we'll begin just to find a little movement through the neck. Maybe check in with the shoulders. See if you have any tension there and release it out. Maybe loop those shoulders down. Finding that nice massage for the back of the head. We'll bring the head back to center. Take a nice big breath in. And that bigger breath out. On that next inhale, taking the hands to the outsides of the thighs, we'll bring those knees up and together. So knees will come together, feet will walk wide on the mat, and we'll begin to find a few windshield wipers back and forth. Just finding a little counter pose here. Making our way through center, we'll allow both knees to fall over towards the right side. We'll pause here now. Begin to feel a stretch maybe through the front of that left hip. Maybe you toe heel that right ankle over and on top of the left knee, just to take it a little deeper. Just see how that feels. Find an awareness of what your body is telling you. And on the next inhale, we'll come back through center. Exhale, allow both knees now to fall over to the left. So again, maybe you stay here, or maybe you toe heel that left ankle on top of the right. Again, taking it just a little deeper. Maybe feeling that stretch down the front of that right hip now. Maybe a little down that IT band, and maybe even a little stretch into the lower back. So again, the awareness, just see how everything feels. Make any tweaks as necessary. And on the inhale, we come back through center. We'll bring one knee at a time in towards the chest. Now wrap the hands around the shins and find a gentle rock here side to side. So just massage through the lower back, through the kidneys. Maybe even draw some circles on the ceiling. If you're drawing those circles, make sure you draw some bold directions here. Don't want to be lopsided. And we'll bring the knees back into the chest and we'll slowly begin to rock and roll. So we'll find a nice massage all the way up and down the spine. Maybe find about 3 or 4 rocks and rolls. And then we'll cross at the ankles and make our way over to that table pose, hands and knees. Walking those wrists below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Bringing that navel into the spine, we have a nice long line, crown to tailbone. On that next in-breath, we let the belly sway down, crown of the head will lift, coming into cow. And on the exhale, round through the spine, tuck through the bottom, tuck through the chin, cat pose. Inhale, belly sways, crown of the head lifts. Exhale, round. Inhale, sway. And exhale, round. Take a few more of these on your breath, back and forth. Finding that breath to movement, maybe those eyes close down. Draw that focus inward, back and forth. So we'll find one more each direction here. Coming back into that neutral table. And on that next inhale, reach that right heel up and back, dial the toes down. On the next inhale, left fingertips reach straight out in front, spinal balance. So check in with the belly, make sure it's into the spine. Lift everything up and in. And on the exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, finally. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, finally. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, finally. We'll bend through that right knee, sole of the foot up. Sweep that left hand around, reach for the sole of the foot, and make your way into that swan pose, finding a little back bend here. With control, we release back to that spinal balance and release that left palm back down to the mat. Right foot will go over to the right now. Feel it right through that outer hip. And on the exhale, sweep it all the way over to the left, rock the ball of the foot down, and take the gaze over that left shoulder. Inhale, we come back to center. And exhale, release back, table pose. Find a breath. Next inhale, left heel reaches up and back. Right fingertips reach out, find that spinal balance. So again, check in with the belly, bring it in, lift everything up. And on the exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach, bend through that left knee, sole of the foot up, sweep the right hand around, reach for the sole of the foot, and lift up. Finding that back bend on this side. With control now, we release back to spinal balance. Dropping that right palm down, take that left leg out to the left. Pause here. And now we'll sweep it all the way over to the right. Drop the ball of the foot down, take the gaze over the shoulder. Finding a side body stretch here. And on the inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release it down. Walking the hands out in front now, let's make our way into that puppy dog pose. So the chest slowly begins to lower, third eye center coming down to the mat. Hips are still stacked right on top of the knees. Beginning to feel a nice opening through the chest and a nice big stretch through the shoulders. We'll hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Shifting the weight into the forearms, we'll shift forward, dropping the belly down, coming into Sphinx, 1 breath. And then we'll press into the palms on the corners of the mat and lift up, seal pose. Pressing into the tops of the feet, relaxing through the glutes. And on the exhale, we slowly lower back down. Hands come below the shoulders, tuck the toes, bend the knees, come up, table pose. So find that alignment once more, wrists below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Finding a cow pose here, allow the belly to sway, crown of the head lifts. On the exhale, round through the spine, sit the hips back, coming into a child's pose variation. On the inhale, we press into the palms, let the belly sway down, back to that cow. And on the exhale, this time we round through the spine, tuck the toes under, peel those hips up to the sky now, coming into our first downward facing dog. So finding a little pedal here through the legs, and maybe that gentle shake through the head. Yes, 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 and no, no, no. So again, finding that awareness here. See how everything feels. Making those tweaks, those adjustments as needed. We'll come into stillness in our downward dog, allowing those hips to lift to the sky, heels reaching down, chest is reaching back. Pressing through all 10 knuckles, pressing back through the heels. Distribute that weight evenly between the hands and the feet. Inhaling up to tippy toes. Exhale, release the heels. Get those pops out of the ankles. Inhale up. Exhale, release. And one more. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Walking those feet together. Rooting down through that left heel, we'll take that right leg up high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee in towards the nose, finding a core plank. Inhale, take it right back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that right foot forward outside of that right pinky. We're going to come into that lizard pose from here. So again, adjust how needed, up on the palms. Maybe you're able to come down onto the forearms and maybe even roll over to the pinky side of the right foot. Left knee can stay up or come down to the mat. So we're sending breath into that hip joint nice and deep. You can shift over onto that left forearm and gently take that right palm and press that right knee open. A variation. Depending on how open your hips feel tonight. You can also bend through that left knee, reach back for the foot or ankle, get that big stretch through the quad, up to you. So again, just whatever you need. If you're like me, you just got a big cramp in your hamstring, so that leg went right back down. We'll spend 3 more breaths here. Don't y'all hate that? It's like, yeah. 1 more breath in. You did the knee to nose. Actually, I cramp
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Huh. Must be deficient in some kind of vitamin, I'm sure.
So now we'll gently press back into the palms coming up. Tuck those left toes under, lift that left knee. We'll sweep that right leg back up to the sky now and bend the knee, fan the hip, coming into a fire hydrant. So in our fire hydrant, making sure those shoulders are square, knee to the sky, heel to the glute, open from the waist. Inhale, we straighten up, and exhale, release it back down, downward dog. So take a little walk here. Release through that right hip. Walking the feet back together. If they're not already there, left leg reaches up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, finding that core plank. Hopefully it doesn't happen on this side. Inhale, take it up, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot outside of that left pinky, making your way into that lizard on this side. So again, make those tweaks, those adjustments that you need. Remembering each side is different, so letting go of any judgments that may have come up here. And most importantly, find your breath nice and deep into the neck. And as we did on the other side, if you want to shift over to that right forearm, that left palm can gently come up and gently press that left knee open just a little deeper. Finding a little twist here as well. You can also bend through that right knee, reach back, getting that nice big quad stretch. I'm not even going to try on this one. It would be bad if I couldn't talk anymore. So we'll hold here just a few more breaths. Wherever you are, releasing down, coming back up onto the palms, tucking those right toes under. We'll sweep that left leg back up to the sky, three-legged dog. And this time, bend the knee, fan the hip, find that fire hydrant. So again, we square through the shoulders, knee to the sky, heel to the glute, open from the waist. Inhale, left leg straightens, and exhale, left foot next to the right, downward dog. Find that walk, release it up. We'll inhale up now to tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees, take the gaze forward, and that walk up to find our forward fold. So keeping a bend into the knees here, let's reach for those opposite elbows and find that right dog pose. So that gentle sway here side to side. Maybe that gentle shake of the head here, yes, 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 and no, no, no. Releasing our grip now down towards the mat. And on the inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe through the four corners of the feet and slowly roll it up. Looping the shoulders down, inhale to reach tall. On the exhale, side body stretch over to the right. Inhale, come through center, and side body stretch over to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, swan dive, lead with the heart, forward fold. Halfway, find length. Exhale, fold. Planing the palms down now, let's step back, high right. Wrists below the shoulders, belly in. We're pressing away from our yoga mats here. Shift forward to tippy toes. It's up to you all the way or halfway, finding that chaturanga. Inhale, cobra up top. And exhale, carry it back to downward facing dog. We'll find 3 breaths in our downward dog. I like to call it the R&R, reset, recharge. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Take the gaze and the walk up to forward fold. Halfway finds length. Exhale, folds. Root through the feet, bring it up top. Exhale, right back over, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway, find length. Exhale, plant the palms and find your flow. Meeting back in downward facing dog. And as always with our flow, breath to movement. So that means your breath, your movement. Some people may flow a little faster or a little slower than others. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Take the gaze and the walk up to forward fold. Halfway, find length. Exhale, folds. Root through the feet, bring it up top. Exhale, right back over, swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, find your flow. Kneading back, downward dog. Finding our R&R here. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Gaze and walk up. Forward fold. Halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root to grow tall. Inhale. Exhale, right back over. Swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, your flow. Downward dog, your exhale. 3 breaths. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Gaze and walk. Last 180. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, right back over, swan dive. Halfway, find length. Exhale, find your flow. Kneading back, downward facing dog. Find that stillness now. Stepping that right foot straight forward, coming into a low lunge. On the inhale, we'll straighten through the right leg, coming into a pyramid. So ball of the back foot. Right hip is shifting back, left hip is shifting forward. Crown of the head reaching down. On the inhale, we find that halfway lift. And on the exhale, back to that low lunge. This time we drop that left knee, top of that left foot, sweeping the arms up. Inhale for a modified crescent lunge. Looping the shoulders down and find your breath. On the exhale, hands come to heart center. We take a twist. Left elbow is going to hook outside of that right thigh. Bring that belly up and in. Gaze is yours. Pressing firmly through the palms. Engaging the arms. Exhale, we come down, palms to the mat. Tuck those left toes, lift that left knee, low lunge. We'll step to a three-legged forward fold. So not quite a standing split. Square the hips, dial the toes down. Pressing back through the sole of that left foot like you're pressing against the wall so the leg is nice and engaged. On your exhale, big step back, warrior one stance, root down to rise up, warrior one pose. Hips and shoulders squaring to the front. Nice deep bend into the right knee. We're engaging through those inner thighs. And most importantly, breathe. On your exhale, we open up now for warrior two. So maybe the back foot steps back just a little bit. Find that nice long stance on the mat. Right knee opening over the pinky toe. On the inhale, we straighten and reach all the way up and back, reverse triangle. That back arm walking down that back leg, or maybe finding that bind. And on the exhale, we shift forward, making our way in to triangle pose, Trikonasana. So we stack through the hips, stack through the shoulders. Gaze is yours. Four corners of both feet firmly planted down. Take a big breath in. The circle of that left arm will go forward and around. Bring it back up. That's one. And again, take it around. That's two. Take it around. That's three. And now we'll switch. So take the arm back, forward, and up, back, forward, and up. That's two. And again, back, forward, and up. That's three. This time we take it back, around, forward, come all the way up to five-pointed star. So our heels will come in, toes come out. On the exhale, bring the hands to heart center, bend through the knees, prayer squat. So again, make those adjustments. Maybe the legs need to come in closer. We tuck that pelvis under, just like we were standing in mountain pose. Check in, shoulders down. And we'll pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, sink down at 1. We come to warrior two. Flip through the right palm, reverse warrior. Take it up and back. So again, back arm down the leg or maybe the bind. And on the exhale, nice slow cartwheel takes us around. Coming onto the ball of the back foot, low lunge. Stepping back now for plank and finding a flow here. And a whole bunch of pops in my case. So we'll find that reset and recharge in downward dog. If you need to walk through the legs, feel free. Back to stillness. So we'll step that left foot straight forward, low lunge. Straighten, pyramid pose. So ball of the back foot, this time left hip back, right hip forward. Crown of the head reaching down. It's up to you whether you're pointing or flexing through the left foot. Maybe even a slight bend into the knee. find a halfway lift, lengthen. On the exhale, we come back to that low lunge, this time dropping that right knee, top of that right foot. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, coming into that modified crescent lunge. Maybe a little back bend here as well. Engage through those inner thighs, loop those shoulders down. And on the exhale, hands come through heart center. Find your twist. Hook that right elbow outside of that left thigh. Bring the belly up and in. Again, pressing through the palms, nice and firm. Engage the arms. So maybe check in on the breath. See if it's labored here. Really try to find that length through the inhale and a little more length through the exhale. We release the hands down to the mat. Tuck those right toes, lift the right knee, low lunge. And again, we step to that three-legged forward fold. So square the hips, dial the toes down. Pressing through the wall with the sole of that right foot. One more breath in. With control, big step back, warrior one stance. And on the inhale, bring it all the way up, warrior one, left side. So making those tweaks, those adjustments as needed. Next exhale, we open up for warrior two. Check in, left knee's opening over the pinky toe. Loop the shoulders down. On the inhale, we straighten and reach up and back. Reverse triangle. Almost thought I said the wrong thing there. Back arm down the back leg. Maybe that bind. And on the exhale, we make our way forward, finding our triangle pose. Once more, step through the hips, step through the shoulders, rooting through the four corners of both feet. Check in with the belly, make sure it's engaged. And now we find those big circles. Take it forward first. And bring it around, that's one. And forward. And up is two. And forward. Take it back up, that's three. Big pause. And switch it out. Take it back. And forward. Up, that's one. Back. Forward. Up is two. Back, forward, up is three. And this time we take that transition back, forward, all the way up to five-pointed star. Heels in, toes out. Reach through those fingertips. On the exhale, bend through the knees, hands to heart, prayer squat. So again, check in, tuck that bottom under. We want that head over heart, heart over hips, finding that alignment. And we pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, sink down at 1. Warrior two to the front. Flip through that left palm, take it all the way up and back, reverse warrior. And the exhale, nice slow cartwheel takes us around to that low lunge. That gentle step back for plank and our flow. Meeting back, downward facing dog. Inhaling up to tippy toes, bend the knees, gaze and walk up to forward fold. Halfway, find your length. Exhale, fold. Root through the feet, bring it up top. Sink the hips, chair pose. Hands come to heart center. Chair twist to the right. So we hook that left elbow outside of that right thigh. Sink the hips, lift the chest. So again, we're pressing through the palms, arms are engaged. We take the gaze down in front, shift the weight over to that right foot. Big step back with the left, crescent twist. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. This time we will step to standing split. Crown of the head reaching down. Left leg reaching to the sky. Take a big breath in. With control, take that big step back. Warrior one legs. Inhale, bring it up. Warrior one, right side. On the exhale, open up. Warrior two. Flip through the right palm, reverse warrior. And on the exhale, side angle pose. So your variation, forearm to the thigh or fingertips come all the way down. Once more, stack through the hips, stack through the shoulders. Left hand reaching up, 12 o'clock. And our circles, take it forward first. And around. Back to 12 o'clock is 1. And forward. Around. 12 o'clock is 2. And 1 more. Forward. Take it around. 12 o'clock is 3. Pause here, maybe sink a little deeper into the hips, to the legs. And now opposite direction, take it back. And now reach forward, and 12 o'clock is 1. Reach back, forward, up, 12 o'clock, 2. And again, big circle. 12 o'clock is 3. This time is our transition. Take it around and all the way up to, woo, if I don't fall over, 5-pointed star. Heels in, toes out. This time, bend through the knees, bend through the elbows, goddess pose. So staying there, or if you want to find more of a balance, come on to the balls of the feet. Up to you. We have 1 more breath. Release the heels if they're raised. We come back to warrior 2. Flip the palm, take it back, reverse. And the cartwheel. Low lunge, gently step back and flow it through. Downward dog. Find your reset, your recharge. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze and walk it up to a forward fold. Half halfway, find your length. Exhale, folds. Root through the feet, bring it up tall. And sink to chair. Bring those hands to heart center. Chair twist to the left, hooking that right elbow outside of that left thigh. Sink the hips, lift the chest. Pressing through the palms, arms are engaged. Take the gaze down to the floor, shift the weight over to that left foot. Big step back, press and twist. Make those adjustments, bring that belly up and in. On the exhale, hands come down to the mat. We step to that standing split. Crown of the head reaches down. Right leg to the sky. One more breath in. With control, that big step back. Warrior one legs. Inhale, root down to rise up. Warrior one, left side. Opening up for warrior two. Flipping through the left palm, take it all the way up and back. Reverse warrior. Side ankle pose on your exhale. Fingertips peel to the sky, 12 o'clock. And our circles, take it forward first. 12 o'clock is 1. And again. 12 o'clock is 2. And again. 12 o'clock is 3. Find a pause. And switch. Take it back. And 1. And around. 2. And around. 3. Transition now. All the way up. 5 pointed star.
Ooh, holy fire on the leg.
Bend through the knees, bend through the elbows, goddess pose. So again, tucking that bottom under, lifting through the chest. So again, it's up to you, stay there or come on to the balls of the feet. Up to you. Find your poise in here. Maybe close down those eyes. Focus inward. It's just you and your practice. Maybe sink just a little deeper. We release to warrior two. Flip through the left palm, take it all the way up and back. Reverse warrior. And the exhale, cartwheels us around. Low lunge, gentle step back, and flow. Reset, recharge, downward facing dog. Walking those feet together. Left heel down, right leg back up to the sky. Ankle circles here. Bend the knee, fan the hip, find that fire hydrant. And now, if you want to flip, feel free to find that flip. And our flips slowly make their way back over. Right leg extends up, inhale, bring it in, half pigeon, exhale. So we find that length, inhale, and exhale, take it forward. So getting all those fidgets out. Send breath into the hip, relax through that upper body. Finding the stillness here. Like to find that king pigeon, feel free to make your way there or stay right where you are. It's up to you. King pigeons will gently release. Tucking the left toes under, gently pressing into all 10 knuckles. We'll slowly make our way up. Downward dog. Release through the hip. Walking our feet together, left leg reaches up. Ankle circles here. Bending the knee, fanning the hip, fire hydrant, and that carry to flip if you choose to on this side. And our flips slowly make their way back over. Left leg extends, inhale, exhale, bring it in, half pigeon. Finding the length, inhale, and exhale, take it forward. Finding that stillness on this side, knowing it may be different than the other. Again, letting go of the judgments, and just release. So we stay here or move into that king pigeon on this side and you call. King pigeons gently release. We tuck the right toes under, gently press into all 10 knuckles and make our way back up. Downward dog. Release it out. inhale up to tippy toes, shifting forward. Knees can drop, elbows to the side body all the way down. Tops of the feet. Sweep the fingers, the pinkies back next to the sides. And on the inhale, lift through the chest, lift through the thighs, coming into that lotus pose. And exhale, we release. Walking the hands back below the shoulders, tuck the toes under, drop the knees, we'll come up and sit back. Child's pose as a counter pose. So knees can be together or they can be open, up to you. If your third eye center can reach all the way down to the mat, maybe give it a gentle rock here side to side. Taking one more breath in, bigger breath out. Keeping the hips back against the heels, we'll slowly walk the hands back. So we'll be sitting on the heels here. Nice little hero pose variation. On the inhale, pose. Sweep it up. And on the exhale, twist it over to the right. Left fingertips forward, right fingertips back. Inhale, we sweep back through center and take our twist over to the left. Right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. And inhale, reach up. Let's take the hands behind the back, interlace, knuckles down, chest lifts, gaze goes up. One more breath in. And on the exhale, release it out. Give those shoulders a little shrug. We'll find that side settle now and bring those legs around. Making our way to that staff pose. So finding the sits bones, flex through the feet, nice tall spine. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. So maybe that bend comes back into the knees. Crown of the head reaching down. And on that next inhale, we slowly walk the hands up. So we'll make our way to the middle of the mat if we're not already there. Reach the arms straight out in front, engage the core and take it all the way down. Releasing the arms next to the sides, bringing the knees one by one in towards the chest. Finding that inversion of choice here. So maybe knees in is good for you. Maybe we find that waterfall. Joyful or happy baby, shoulder stand or plow. Take a moment, see what you need and go there. Just a couple more breaths wherever you are. And we'll slowly begin to make our way down. Maybe a fish pose if you were in that shoulder stand or plow as a counter pose. Maybe you find your way back to that reclined butterfly. Maybe you find that line release pose. And now we'll slowly begin to release out wherever we are. Make our way all the way down to the back. And on the inhale, reach the arms up overhead. So take a nice long body stretch. On the exhale, hands and feet will both walk over to the right corners of the mat, coming into that Vinyasa, or that reclined crescent pose. On your inhale, come back through center, reach top. And on the exhale, hands and feet over to the left corners. Big side body stretch. Find that space. Inhale, we come through center. So again, reach through the fingers, reach through the toes. And on the exhale, releasing out, finding your Shavasana, wherever that is for you tonight. Letting go of any focused breath. Allowing the mind and body to become one and find your happy place. Slowly begin to bring awareness back into your bodies. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Small ankle circles and wrist circles. Rocking your head gently from side to side. Bringing the knees slowly into the chest one by one. Making your way over, finding that fetal pose. Using hands as support, slowly make your way up to that easy seat. Rooting down through the sits bones, find that nice tall spine. Maybe a gentle rock here, front to back and side to side. Finding that true center, that true root. Inhale, sweeping the arms out, around and up. Exhale, bringing the thumbs to heart center. Thank you all for joining me for practice this evening. Thank you for sharing your energy with myself and everyone else. We'll bring our thumbs to our third eye center. The light in me honors the light in each one of you. From my heart to yours, together we say, Namaste. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.